Digimon, digital monsters, Digimon are the champions. Digimon, digital monsters, Digimon are the champions.
What's going on YouTube? JJ's Cards here, and today we have a Digimon deck profile we're going to do for all of you. So, planning on getting a Yu-Gi-Oh video out pretty soon. I know I just did a My Hero Academia, 2 of those. That just came out. I'm waiting for more Megatons to come in. I don't know if you want to see an opening with that or some kind of challenge I can do. Maybe I'll open like a case or something and see if I can build a deck with it. So that's what I'm thinking when it comes in. But for right now, I just wanted to show off some of my Digimon deck profiles. So if you like these, make sure, do the normal thing, what everyone says, and let's just get into it. Because I figure if you like the channel, you'll do that stuff anyway. I don't need to say anything. So we're going to start with the Digi-eggs. This is a Shoutmon deck. So the main purpose of this deck is to build your stack, get security attacks, and make a big, beefy guy that can attack once, pretty much win the game from there. So we're going to start with 1 Digimon and then 4 Koromon. The reason I picked Koromon is this one's always going to give you 1000 DP. Let's see if we get the light better. Okay. This is always going to give you 1000 DP because you're always going to have 4 more Digimon cards in the stack. This one's a little more situational because when there are 5 more cards in your opponent's trash, this Digimon gains 1000 DP. So Koromon is more consistent, so that's why I go with the Koromon. Okay, so next for our grade 3s, we are running 4 of the Shoutmon. So on play, you can look at the top cards, 5 cards of your deck, you can reveal them, add 1 Digimon with Shoutmon, and 1 Digimon with Blitz to your hand. This is a good way to get your resources, especially if you don't have them at the start of the game. So even if you brick or anything like that, you should be able to get cards off Shoutmon. So really good card there. We want to max out on that. And then for Digivolving especially, we want our Agumon. Agumon, probably still the best level 3, I personally think, in the game as far as red goes, because it just gives 1000 and it helps your stacks not lose to anything in security. Next we're going to play, I decided to go with 5 2 costs to play level 3s. Basically just because we want to choke our opponent as much as possible, and when you get in a situation that you want to give them just 1 memory, something like that, that's when you want to play those level 2s and kind of just increase your board from there. So level 4s, let's start with the level 4s. We'll actually clear off these level 3s, head on to the level 4s. Starting our level 4s, we're going to, one red deck that does not play starter deck Greymon. I know it's a little pricey right now, but it is a really good card. It's just inheritable, security attack +1. So it's going to help your stack swing for even more security. So it's a really good card to have. If you can't get a Greymon, maybe just go lower cost Digi-evolutions. But if you can help it at all, this is probably the most important level 4 in your deck. So I would get those for sure. All right, and next we're going to play 4 of the 1 cost Digi-evolution blockers. I thought about maybe switching 2 of these out for 2 of the 5 play and then 6000 DP, but it's 2 to Digivolve. Those, because it helps with Rookie Rush, it helps with other things. Agumon, stuff like that. But for right now, I'm just doing the 1 cost. Like I said, I might switch that out. So that's kind of up to you. It's just nice, obviously, to have blockers. So we need those. I'm playing 2 of the Agumon. This is a 2 cost Digi-evolution, and it can Digivolve onto one of your red Tamers as if the Tamer is a level 3 Digimon. It is nice to see when you have it, because that can just win you the game from there. So either this is going to be this, or it's going to be one of those 6000 blockers. But for right now, I'm keeping it there just because I do really like to see it when I have it. And sometimes I can just finish games because they don't know it's coming. And lastly, for the level 4s, we're just playing 2 of the Dark Tyrannomon. Just a 1 cost Digi-evolution. Again, choke your opponent is really good in this game. On to the level 5s. For level 5s, we're going to start off with 4 Omni Shoutmon. So this is really cool because your Shoutmon, which is a level 3, can Digivolve onto this with the memory cost of 4. And you can just be straight into a level 5. And inheritable, when the Digimon has Blitz, basically your Shoutmons, it gains security attack +1. So it gives it another security attack +1. And you can put this in your stack from your hand through Omnimon DX's ability. So that's really cool. Next, our next level 5 is we want to play 3 of the Metal Greymon. So 3 of the Metal Greymon, because we really like to play this. Inheritable, it gets 3000 DP, and normally you don't attack because you lose 5 memory, but if you get in a situation where you can attack for game, something like that, might be worth it. But usually I don't attack with this. I like to just get that 3000 DP, so when I do Digivolve into my level 6s, 7s, really hard for them to get deleted. So then lastly, for my level 5s, I play 5 Lavogaridamon. I don't know how to pronounce it. All I know it's the 2-cost Digivolve, 8000 DP, level 5. Because sometimes all these are level 3, sometimes you need a cost at 2, which is going to, again, choke your opponent or can give you a little more room for some extra plays. Now we go into the big boy himself. We play 4 of the beautiful alt art Shoutmon DXs. I think the alt art looks really cool. That's why I had to get 4 of them. They weren't too expensive. But when Digivolving, it gets Blitz, which means it can attack right when it Digivolves, and even if your opponent has memory. You can place 1 red Digimon card from your hand to the top of your opponent's, or to the top of this Digimon's Digi-evolution card. So that's where we're talking about the Z Greymon, which I'll show you in a second, or that Omni Shoutmon. And then for each Omni Shoutmon or Z Greymon in this card's Digi-evolution cards, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 5000 or less DP. So that's something with the blockers too. That might be why I want to play some of the 6000 DPs. And you don't even have to put Omni Shout or Z Grade. You could put the Metal Greymon that gives it plus 3000 DP. It's really, really, really a cool ability, and you can put basically anything under it. So very good in the deck. And then my backup grade, or level 6, I play 3 of the Z Greymon. And when Digivolving, it gets Blitz, so another one with Blitz. And then during your turn, when this Digimon attacks with Blitz, it can also attack your opponent's unsuspended Digimon as an inheritable. So if I go if I go Omni Shoutmon, I put this under, right? I do Omnimon or Shoutmon skill, and then attack. I can attack an opponent's Digimon that's unsuspended. So if there's something like, big I'm having trouble with, I can definitely get through with that. And I did say we play level 7, so we play 3 of our Omnimon. This is the one that's 4 costs to play, and when Digivolving, again, it gets Blitz. When Digivolving, we unsuspend this Digimon, so you can swing with Shoutmon DX. Digivolve into this, unsuspended, it gets Blitz again. I really like Omnimon. This is basically your game finisher, and I would not play this deck without this, just because you need this as a final push. And what's Omnimon without 2 Mega Digimon Fusion? So this basically reduces the cost of your Omnimons to finish the game. The only downside is at the end of the turn, you have to return that card to the bottom of the owner's deck and then trash all the Digi-evolution cards. So I would do this especially when you're very confident you can get game. But if you are not, you got to be really, picky on when to use that. But if you use it right, it should work out well for you. And then I split the Tamers for right now. I have 2 Kai and Matt and 2 Tai Kamiya. So the first, Tai and Matt, at the start of your turn, if your opponent has a level 6 or higher, you gain 2 memory, which is really good because a lot of times they do have a level 6. And then during your turn, all of your opponent's Digimon with Omnimon gain security attack +1. So that, once again, when we get our Omnimon, gets another security, which is crazy. So if you take away all the security, that's when that one card that I think it's called Agumon that you can Digivolve onto your red Tamers. Just Digivolve onto that, and then you can attack. And that's pretty cool. Good way to end the game. And then the Tai Kamiya, this is just your memory tamer. Because going to 3 is really nice. Even when they try to choke you, you can get back to 3, which is gives you more ability to make plays, do whatever you want to do with that. And then all of your red Digimon with 4 or more Digi-evolution cards gain security attack +1. So as you can see, this deck attacks for a lot of security. And that's pretty much it for the deck profile. I've had a lot of fun with this deck. It has some bad matchups. It has some really good matchups. But if you want to try this on your own, it's not really, other than the Greymons, you can, I know Shoutmons are not expensive, especially for the regular, Shoutmon DXs. And then the regular Omnimons have gone down in price too. So this would be a good time to give that a try if you really wanted to try the Shoutmon deck. But if you have any questions on the deck, or if you have any comments on it, if you've been playing it a lot, you have something that works for you, feel free to let me know in the comments. This is JJ's Cards. We'll see you with the next video.